Hi, I'm Xyrus Abucal and I will be explaining the micro and macro layout of the web page homepage. First, we have three macro layouts for this web page. The first one is the header, the second one is the main, and the third one is the footer. So the position of the header is in the top of the web page. The main content is at the center of the web page, and the footer is on the bottom of the whole web page. So in header, we will discuss the micro layout of it. So the position and the spacing. The header is set to fixed position at the top of the viewport with top 0, left 0, and right 0. This ensures that it remains at the top even when the user scrolls down on the web page. And the logo is styled with a font size, font weight, padding, and border to make it stand out. And it is in the in the left side of the header. And for the navigation links, these are styled for readability and aesthetics. They have padding for spacing, a bold font weight, and a transition effect for hover state. And when you hover to different navigation links, it has this effect. So it will change the color and it will have a border of 1 pixel, and that's it. And for its responsiveness, if the max width of the web page reaches 53 rem, the navigation links are stuck vertically. So it will appear in the left side of the web page. And their styling is modified to accommodate the smaller viewport. So it has bottom 0, padding 1 rem, and 0.5 rem with 200 pixel, and many other more. And for the main content, it has 4 components that we divided into 2 groups so that if we use display flex, it will do as we say. So the first group is the image, and the second group is the H1, the P tag, and the button. So the main content is in the middle of the web page with the help of top 50% and left 50%. So that's why it is in the center. We use margins and padding in every element so that it will occupy the whole web page and not on just the center of the web page. And as for its responsiveness, I decided to display it vertically. So, and it is possible with the use of flex direction column, so that if the max width of the web page turns 53 rem or equals into 53 rem, the main content will display vertically in the web page beside the navigation links or the header. And in the container div, I use position relative, flex direction column, align item center, and text align center so that it will not have a conflict with the footer. And for the micro layout of the footer, it has only one component, which is the span tag inside the P tag. So initially, the footer has align item center, justified content center, padding 1 rem and 0, then border top 1 pixel solid gray. And then as for its responsiveness, we only change its margin left to 10 pixels so that the header that is on the left side when the size of the web page reaches 53 rem will not have conflict with the footer with the use of margin left 10 pixel. And that is all. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Princess Quennie Maghanoy, and I'll be explaining to you the page services. So inside the page services, we can see the logo and also the navigation, the home services, review, contact us, and appointment. And you can see above is below is the footer. And inside the services page, we can see is the services offered. So inside the main tag is the title, which is offered main title, which is offered services. And inside the div class container is all of the services we provide. And all those inside the container have their own each div class content. So here you can see we have tooth fillings, tooth extraction, teeth cleaning, and X-ray and diagnostic services. And each of them have a button. So let's go to the design. So the style main header is style for the header of the services section. So we can see here the text align is to the left. So it aligns the text to the left. So offered services is, you can see it through the left side. And margin bottom of 30 pixels, it adds a button margin to it. And service main title, its font size is 36 pixels. Set the font size to it. And have a color of dark gray or hashtag 3T3. And div class container or that container, it is style for the container holding individual services content. In display is flex, she uses flex box layout. And flex wrap is she uses wrap. It allows the content to wrap onto multiple lines if needed. And justify content to center the content horizontally. And the flex direction to rows. It aligns all the content on all the offered services in rows. And then div class content or that content is style for individual services content. So the background color is set to light gray background, which is our hashtag F9 F9 F9. And the border radius is 8 pixels. It adds rounded corners to it. And padding of 20 pixels adds an internal padding inside of it. It also have a margin 10 pixels. It is set to 10 pixels around each content box, with a back shadow of 0010 and RGB. Adds a subtle back shadow for depth. It also flex to 1. It allows the content boxes to grow or shrink equally within the flex container. Max width 400 px. Set a maximum width of 400 px for each content box. And to content div class content header inside of it, he would like to design the header individually and style it in each content box. Its font size is 24 pixels. Margin bottom adds a bottom margin of 10 pixels. The color is also set to the text color of a dark gray. And let's go to content in div class content P tag. Style the paragraph within each content box. Its font size is set to font size 16 pixels. Its color is light gray. set to light gray. And from div class content and button, display in inline black. Displays the bottom as an inline black element. And the background color is set to blue-green. Whitish color of green. And the color is set to white. Padding 10 pixels to 20 pixels. It adds an internal padding of 10 pixels on top and bottom, 20 and left and right. Text decoration is none, removes the default underline for links, and border radius of 5 pixels adds a rounded corners to the buttons. And transition background color 0.3 adds a smooth transition effect for the background color change. So when you put your cursor in the button, you can see that it changed its color whenever you put your cursor in there. And content button hover, style the bottom when hovered over, just like we just said. Background color will change to slightly darker shade of button color when hovered over. Then, content button fast, style for the icon within the bottom. Margin left is 5 pixels, add a small margin to the left of the icon. That's all. Thank you for listening.
Dangal greetings po, I am Clare Delfinado and I'm here to explain the appointment page. As you can see at the display, it has a photo and form for booking an appointment that the user should enter their full name, age, contact number, email, preferred day and time, service, and doctor, and one submit button. Now, let's go to the HTML and CSS code. In the main container, we have two main divs container. Those are container and container 2. In container, it only has image tag that displays an image, and this could be the macro that refer to the larger image container. And in container 2 is the micro that this could refer to the smaller form container 2 that holds the appointment booking form. In CSS code, it's a responsive layout that adapts to different screen sizes. On larger screens, that the image and form are displayed side by side. On smaller screens, the layout changes to the stack format with the image above the form for better usability. The image has max inline size and block size to ensure the image doesn't overflow. In button, its styles are related to margins, display, width, font size, padding, and border radius for the submit button. And at media, it max width 53 rem. This media query applies styles for screens with a maximum width of 53 rem, only 848 pixels. In image, inside the media query, it has width 100%, height, auto, and max width. This adjusts the image size for smaller screens and the image scales proportionally to fit the container and has a maximum width of 400 pixels. In container, inside the media query, it has flex direction column that arrange the child elements, which image and form, in a column layout for smaller screens. And in align items, center, text align, center, it centers the content both horizontally and vertically within the container. And padding for better spacing on smaller screens. In display, in container 2 inside the media query, it has display flex direction, to set the form container to use flex box layout in a row and assign a flex value of 2. This likely positions the form container next to the image and gives it more space within the container. In button, inside the media query, it only has width, margin, top, font size, adjust the button width, margin, and font size for smaller screens. That's it. Thank you.
Hello, I am Lander Pelagio and I will be explaining our review page. In our review page, it has also a header tag, which is the container of our icon. You can see it on the left side and also our navigation located on the right side. Next is our main tag, which will be the main container of our review page. Lastly is the footer. Okay. Now, let's focus on the macro layout inside the main tag. In our main tag in the review page, it it have two children, which are the first div that has class name of review main header, and the second div that has also name of review main body. In the main tag, I use the flex box and its flex direction is column. Now, let's go to its child, which is the review main body. In this class, I used the grid layout that have three columns. Now, when it comes in micro layout, I just change its column in grid layout into one, and our header will become the sidebar. Additionally, in the main tag or the main content, for it to become visible to the user, I put some paddings in the left side.
Hi, I'm Angelyn Rodelas, and here's a quick breakdown of a simple Contact Us page design. First, we have the HTML file. It begins with standard declarations and metadata. Moving on to the main content area, we have a flex container with 4 sections, each wrapped in a div with the class content. Here, we have a list of quick links to different pages. Each link is styled with an angle right icon for visual appeal. Next, we have a list of services offered by the website, again styled with the same icon for consistency. This section provides essential contact information including phone numbers, email address, and physical location. And lastly, we have links to various social media platforms for users to stay connected. At the bottom of the page, we have a simple footer displaying the website's name and copyright information. Now, let's take a look at the CSS file responsible for styling this page. The CSS file starts with general styling, setting margins, padding, and font families for consistency. The container class defines a flex layout for the main content area, allowing it to adapt to different screen sizes. Each content section within the container is styled with padding, margin, and a white background for readability. Lastly, a media query is used to adjust the layout for larger screens, ensuring optimal viewing experience. And there you have it, a simple yet effective Contact Us page design.